My name's Steve Buckwith. I've been living in Athens area about 20 years, 25 years. Beginning of this year, through some medical issues and some bad choices, I became homeless through a combination of things. I ended up at Bigger Visions right after the first year. I was there basically a little over 3 months. They were great to me. I saved up some money through my job, and I'm currently self-sufficient. I got a nice little apartment. I live by myself. I have a history of alcoholism. I made some bad decisions on New Year's Eve. I did receive a DUI. I became homeless as a result of that. I was staying with somebody temporarily, but that wasn't a healthy environment for me to be in. Someone referred me to Bigger Visions. I happened to stop by one day, and the director happened to be there. We had a good conversation. I filled out an application. He asked me to come back the following week, which I did. We sat down and talked again for an extended period of time, just get some background information on me. And I was accepted into the Abundant Life program, which turned out to be a real blessing. I was there more or less about 3 months. Enabling me to go to work, have a safe place, have a roof over my head. I had food provided. Those are things, tangible things that came my way. But just dealing with the homeless population and helping on a daily basis really opened my eyes. It gave me a much wider perspective of the situation and some of the issues a lot of these people deal with. I guess until you're in that situation yourself, I think most people either take for granted or there's a lot of misconceptions out there, stigmas, whatever you want to call it, concerning the homeless population. But like I said, it gave me a much better perspective on everything. I've kind of always considered myself open-minded, but I had some preconceived notions, I guess, and that dispelled a lot of that stuff. It just gave me a better understanding. Like in my case, I had a fairly stable living environment prior, but I've run across people, one major health issue, or in my case, a bad decision, can change everything in a heartbeat. It's a blessing beyond measure. In my situation, it was a lifesaver because I don't know what other options I had available to me at that time. I'm a believer that things do happen for a reason. And in my case, I couldn't have orchestrated it any better. Things just happened for a reason, and they worked out the way they should have. And, I'm going to be grateful for the staff and everybody for doing what they did for me. It feels good just to be self-sufficient and be back on my feet and doing my own thing. Because of the lessons learned, hyper-vigilant about my decision-making, and I do have a support group, so if I'm in question about something I need to do, I do run it by other people now. Well, in my case, I don't think you can judge a book by the cover. I've been a member of AA for years and years and years, and there's one saying out of their big book that has always stuck with me and something I try to live by. It's like, contempt prior to investigation is ignorance, meaning don't jump to conclusions or make decisions until you have as much information on something as possible before you make a decision or form opinions in your head. That might seem kind of harsh, but there are a few basic things in life that I like to apply to myself on a daily basis, and that's one of them. Don't jump to conclusions. Try to get as much information, or show compassion and understanding to other people. Because until you walked in somebody else's shoes, you really don't know what they're going through. I'd like to thank you guys, the crew, just for giving me the opportunity to do this. I'd like to thank Ryan. David, one of the staff members, he was the one that first let me know about all of this. He gave me a call one night and asked me if I'd be interested. Everybody as a whole, it's just been a good experience, and just a small way. Hopefully this testimony or whatever it's considered to be, it's just a little way of giving back and saying thank you. The way it was explained to me, my understanding of the Abundant Life program, is for people getting back into the workforce and able to stay at Bigger Visions, save money with a goal towards becoming self-sufficient. Put money aside, learn how to budget your money. There were conditions that we were supposed to say drug and alcohol free. Help, they had very minor chores, which if you're living there and this organization is helping you out that much, that's the very least you can do, is clean a little bit, help the population, answer the door, answer the phone, whatever is needed. But the program is a great way, especially someone that was in my situation, for a safe place to stay, able to save money, go to work, have a roof over my head and get fed. And all of this was given to me unconditionally, other than, like I mentioned, those minor chores, which is really no big deal. Like I said, I'm just gonna be grateful.